Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily English Practice Channel. I'm Anna, and I'm so happy you are here again. This is part 4 of our story, The Day Everything Changed. In part 3, something beautiful happened. Lily and Daniel got engaged. But today, we will see what happens after love becomes real life. Are you ready? Let's begin. Listen carefully, pause the video, repeat after me. Feel the emotion. Let's start. The wedding day came faster than I expected. Everything felt like a dream. The room was full of flowers. Soft music was playing. My hands were shaking. I stood in front of the mirror, wearing a white dress. "Is this really happening?" I whispered. My mother stood behind me. She smiled. "You look beautiful," she said. I felt tears in my eyes. Outside, guests were waiting. Friends, family, people we loved. And Daniel, he was waiting too. When I walked down the aisle, I saw him, standing there, looking at me like I was the only person in the world. My heart felt full. We stood together, hand in hand. "I promise to love you," he said. "I promise to stay with you," I replied. And just like that, we became husband and wife. The first weeks of marriage were beautiful. We laughed a lot, we cooked together, we watched movies at night. Sometimes we danced in the kitchen. Everything felt simple and perfect. But slowly, things began to change. Daniel started working longer hours. He came home late, sometimes very late. At first, I understood. He is a doctor, I told myself. He is helping people. But days turned into weeks, and something didn't feel right. One night, I waited for him. The clock showed 10 p.m., then 11 p.m., then midnight. Finally, I heard the door open. "Daniel?" I said. He walked in quietly. He looked tired, very tired. "I'm sorry," he said. "Work was busy." I nodded, but inside, I felt something heavy. "Are you okay?" I asked. "Yes," he said quickly, too quickly. I looked at him carefully. He didn't meet my eyes. That night, I couldn't sleep. Something was wrong. I could feel it. The next morning, I found something strange. A phone. Not his usual phone, a different one. It was on the table. I picked it up. My hands felt cold. "Why does he have two phones?" I whispered. Just then, the phone buzzed. A message appeared. "Meeting confirmed. Don't tell anyone." My heart stopped. What is this? I thought. I quickly put the phone back. When Daniel came out of the shower, I said nothing. But inside, my mind was full of questions. That evening, I couldn't stay quiet anymore. "Daniel," I said softly, "we need to talk." He looked at me. "What's wrong?" he asked. I took a deep breath. "I saw the phone," I said. He froze. "What phone?" he asked. "The second phone," I replied. Silence. His face changed. "It's nothing," he said. "Nothing?" I repeated. "Then why are you hiding it?" I asked. He looked away. "I can't explain it right now," he said. My heart broke a little. "Why not?" I asked. "Because it's dangerous," he said quietly. Dangerous. That word stayed in my mind. After that night, things were different. We still lived together, but it didn't feel the same. We talked less, we smiled less. Sometimes he would look at me, like he wanted to say something, but he didn't, and I didn't know how to ask again. One night, everything changed again. I heard a knock on the door. It was late, very late. I opened the door slowly. A man stood there. He wore a dark coat. "Are you Lily?" he asked carefully. "Yes," I replied carefully. "I need to talk to you," he said. My heart started beating fast. About Daniel. Everything inside me froze. "What do you mean?" I asked. The man looked serious. "He's in danger," he said. My world stopped. "What do you mean?" I asked. "He's involved in something bigger than you think," the man said. "Something that could change everything." I felt fear, real fear. "Who are you?" I asked. "I'm trying to help," he said. Before I could say anything, Daniel's voice came from behind me. "Lily, close the door." I turned around. He was standing there. His face was serious, more serious than I had ever seen. "Don't talk to him," Daniel said. "Daniel, what is going on?" I asked. He looked at me. Then he said something that changed everything. "Lily, I haven't told you the truth." My heart stopped. "What truth?" I whispered. He took a step closer. "My work? It's not just medical." Silence. "I'm part of something dangerous." I couldn't breathe. "And now, you're involved too." My hands started shaking. "What do you mean?" I asked. Before he could answer, the lights suddenly went out. Everything went dark, and I heard a voice in the darkness. "You should have stayed out of this." Don't forget to like and subscribe to Daily English Practice Channel. Part 5 is coming, and it will reveal the truth. Be ready. See you next time.